Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. The banking crisis is producing some very good profits if you just analyze what the charts were telling you in that sector or any sector. So as we can see, the downtrend in this market continues. On Friday, they had the opportunity to start reversing this market after wave one, wave two, wave three. However, note how they didn't open it above the T-line. They continued to trade it lower. We kind of put out a little caveat that this could be a reversal, but the only red flag was that the Dow did not close above the T-line. Assume right now the downtrend remains in progress. Also over here on the NASDAQ, when it was breaking out through this resistance level, well, they came back into that level on Friday, still telling us there isn't an uptrend yet that you want to be careful. You do have a couple strong sectors. The gold and silver sector is acting well, and the Bitcoin sector is acting well. And obviously the banking industry or the banking stocks are still getting obliterated. However, after they have moved with this magnitude of move, down here, if you're trading, where you can see the slow curves, there's a lot of them in all these charts, but they were rolling this over, and that is where, again, the candlestick charts put you in the right places at the right time. Would you have known this type of move was going to occur? Definitely not. But a chart like this tells you things are starting to get bad. At least you're putting yourself in situations where the probabilities are pretty strong. You could be in a strong price move. The gold stocks, when you start seeing doji gap ups, and you can see that gold itself was acting very strong, this just dramatically improves the probabilities that you're going to be in a right sector at the right time. All of these seem to be working well on positive trading. The Bitcoin area, riot, as you can see, gap up through this level as well as this level. Just illustrates that there's a lot of investor sentiment, bullish sentiment coming into this area, especially with the banking crisis going on. So when you can identify patterns, we recommended shorting CUTR on Monday based upon the dumpling top and this little slow curve gap down below the last support level. This is where we are going to be doing a training this coming Saturday, showing what the most optimal trading strategies for options would be in this area. We don't make difficult option strategies. We keep them all simple, but they may be a combination of those simple strategies. Beyond Meat, same scenario. It's rolling over. It didn't support at the 50. If it doesn't hold this area on weaker open, might be a good place to start buying up puts as well as a put spread. But remember, the patterns work effectively. AMD, you can see, had the fry pan bottom with the Morningstar signal, the breakout. And note, with the market selling off hard on Friday, the fry pan bottom continues to work. Same thing with our recommendation on SMAR. That kicker signal, scoop type pattern, breaking out through this level, it continued to trade positive even when the market was selling off. So this is not a difficult process, knowing what the different strategies would be for different chart patterns. Starbucks, as you can see, is still in a downtrend. It tried to come up through the T-line on Thursday, but notice what happened on Friday. It gapped down. Now, this is important to recognize as far as a candlestick chart. It gapped down below the previous day's open and traded lower. That puts you in a position of a high probability trade that if it opens lower on Monday, your bearish flutter kicker in the downtrend tells you Starbucks is still selling off. This is where you can move on the optimal trading strategies immediately. So we continue to put out our offer that if you want to try a 2-week free trial, Our chat rooms has lots of valuable information, a lot of valuable trade setups and analysis every day, and a good place that if you're learning candlestick analysis, you can ask questions and get immediate answers. Also, we're going to be doing a full day training on the logical option strategies that produce the best probabilities of high profit returns on Saturday, March 5th. Come join us. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.